Hello. It's Tuesday, the 10th of February 2026. Welcome along to the channel, The Fifth Guardian. I'm your host, Tony Hunt, where today I'll be player of games. But as always, it's not my story. It's not your story. Today's story is Countdown to the checkered flag within Real Racing 3, 37 days to go ish. And we're commiserating that by attempting to compete in multiple series. There aren't that many multiple series anymore, but there are more than one. And this is part 19 of this now very long mini series. Let's get the game on screen. There we go. Right. And audio. Very good. Okay. Virtual medical doctor Ayaka enters the chat on the YouTube side, says hello. Hello. Virtual medical doctor Ayaka, welcome along. Thanks for watching and saying hello in the chat now. We're still at 94% row collection. We have gone up to 88% in the exclusive series. It is predominantly going to be the exclusive series tonight, 2 series. So the Lamborghini Centenario LP770-4, hoping to take it above 50% and get 20 gold. And then the DUQEINE D08 LMP3. We're looking to get above 50% and then above 75%. And there might be a bonus race with the Ferrari 499P. And then we'll have a look and see what's... we'll see what time is left of the 2-hour stream. And we might do, or at least very much start an endless endurance, and I'll go through the sort of things that I look for when I do one of those. Ayrton Senna, wow, enters the chat, says hi. Well, hello, welcome along. Thank you for watching and saying hi in the chat. Well, I guess we just get on with it. Let's do some racing. Let's see how we get on. Yeah, definitely feels like the end. Right, Lamborghini Centenario LP770-4. Now, because the name is so long, they've just put Lamborghini Centenario, as you see up the top there. That's funny. That's hilarious. Right, okay, so what I'm not going to do until Thursday is any of the quick races. But what I will do... Oh, I need to blow my nose. I don't know how that happened. One moment, ladies and gentlemen. One moment. Oh, dear. Okay, I'm back. Right. So I'm going to do all but the very quick races. And then we'll just service... Actually, the Lamborghini Centenario, I can't service the car. But we'll just go through... I say doing the quick races. I think, actually, because we're at 45%, let's have a look. Do the elimination, if there's any left. And then do a cup. There we go. Oh, it's elimination at the Formula E track at Hong Kong. No, not a fan of Formula E, specifically the tracks. And secondly, the whole format, to be fair. Whoever thought that was a good idea. Anyway, oh. So we're into 6th place. I'm already losing ground on everybody else because it's Formula E track. Oh, I just hate these tracks. I really do. Oh, dear. So I'm going to be breaking all the rules on this track because it's Formula E. I mean, I've had an absolute disaster of a start. I'll tell you what, I won't be but sad to see go, Formula E. Yes, we'll lose Real Racing 3, but seeing the positive, Formula E goes as well. Now apparently some of you don't have Formula E, you lucky people. That's all I'm going to say on that. I mean, that's terrible, I'm out already. I hate Formula E tracks. I just hate them. So that's been the worst start ever to a stream in terms of race, but Formula E. As you can see there, I'm close to going up another fame level, and I do intend to do that. We'll give this another go. That was not a good start at all. Why have we got a different coloured car in front? Oh, it's oh, we can with this one. That's why. See, I've completely lost my train of thought. It's been a long day today, though, to be fair. Oh, come on! Getting annoyed now. I've been streaming for 7 minutes and I'm already angry. Formula E. Who thought Formula E was a good idea in any shape or form? Why are the tracks so terrible? I've got this really great way of getting everybody to love Formula E. Let's make the cars rubbish, and that the drivers have to replace them halfway through. And let's make the tracks unbearably to drive around. That'll win over the fans. Toughy now. I am not getting on at all with this track and with this car. Oh, why? Why have you got Formula E with this car? It's just not suitable at all. Moan, whinge. Anyway, most of you should already know my feelings of Formula E. I hate Formula E, I hate the tracks for Formula E, I think the cars are stupid. Oh, I can't see where I'm going. Yeah, I think this has got to be the fastest car I've probably done racing on in terms of Formula E. I literally can't see where I'm going. Utterly stupid whoever came up with this. I might do a third and move on. Not impressed at all. I'll tell you what, that's one series I won't be doing any of, Formula E. Oh. John enters the chat with his big pink hand, waving it, saying hello, cheering everybody up, including myself. Thank you, John, for saving the day. Welcome along. Welcome along indeed. And let's just not do why have they got Formula E tracks in any of these? Ugh. Honest to God, give me Melbourne any day, and Melbourne's terrible. Not impressed. Not impressed at all. Right, okay. So, another elimination is at Tier 16 National Circuit at Circuit de Catalunya. Let's see if I can try to calm down. Oh, look, I can see the track. It's a start. It's a positive. It's a plus. Formula E tracks. What a joke. There we go, back to normal. Flowing race track. Common sense straights, common sense turns, curves, twists, no stupidity. That being said, I've just caused the car to skid twice. Right, anyway, there we go, we're in first place. Funny how we're on different tracks. You get different results, and it's always the Formula E tracks that are the worst. They are not designed for overtaking, and this game is all about overtaking. Anyway, we're on a proper race course now, so we're in first place. We're just about to guarantee a podium position. Let's make it first. Focus on the chat then, forgot to brake and went off. Never mind. And again. Maybe it's going to be one of those evenings where my racecraft is just all over the place. Whee. Anyway, there we go, first place. So Ash1 Gaming enters the chat. Welcome along, says, didn't their game shut down? Well, the game is shutting down. It's shutting down on the 20th of March. We obviously were notified round about the 18th, I believe, of December, giving us a 3-month notice before the game shuts down. We got some gold. And I thought, rather than having too much of a strop, I'll just play the game till the end and then move on. So the game is still available. You can't, if you don't already have it, you can't download it now. So it has been removed from the App Store on both Google and Apple. But if you have played it before, I believe you can re-download it from your list of previously installed apps, but it's just not available on the App Store. But it's as good as dead. You can only race in the series now. There are no events. There is no multiplayer tournament, and there is no weekly time trial. But fortunately, I had quite a bit of gold, so I'm spending it, and I'm trying my best to get up to 100% completion in Road Collection, currently at 94%. Spoiler alert, that's not going to happen, but we'll get pretty close. Right, at least we won that one. 48%. Have we got any more eliminations? Yes, we do. It's another track I'm not a fan of. It's the elimination circuit. It's the elimination again. It's the motorcycle course at Daytona International Speedway. I think I'm on one tonight. I don't know what's going on. Not quite with it. Things on my mind. Things on my mind. Not to do with gaming. Probably not to do with the channel, to be fair, either, but there you go. Now, what I will say is, with the game ending, tomorrow's stream won't be on Real Racing 3. I'll be looking at 2 alternative mobile gaming games. Oh dear. and I'm going to do it, I'm going to be looking at a total of 6 games, 6 mobile games that are racing games. One of those games you can actually play on console and also on PC. So I may look at that, because I do actually own a Steam account, and it looks like I've got one of those games already on my Steam account. So I might give that a go as well. Yeah, so it's finding a replacement for Real Racing 3. And tomorrow's stream will be part 1 of a 3-part series. And we'll introduce 2 of those 6 racing games. So I'm giving each racing game an hour to take a look at, see how they race, see what it's about. Looking forward to feedback in the chat, and I'll offer my honest opinion. I've done my absolute best. So I've installed the games, I've not even opened them. So that'll be the plan. It will literally be a first look tomorrow night for 2 of the 6 games that have been chosen. Oh no. Ooh. That were close. That were too close. Yeah, definitely not on form this evening. I'll tell you what, we'll end it there, shall we? I'm only joking. It'll be all right. We'll get better, and if we don't, we'll persevere. At the very least, we might go up a fame level this evening. So that's an additional 70 gold. We'll see. Have we hit 50%? Yes, we have. 20 gold collected, as well as some $R. Because we all need $R. Right, okay. So back to tier 1. What I'll do is I'll just do the next cup. Do elimination. Let's do the next cup. Oh, it's 2 laps at Francorchamps. I've not been on good form at this moment in time, so this might be a struggle for me. Nevertheless, it's all a bit of fun. Sometimes it's not about being the best, it's about not giving up. We're into 12. I always worry about cars going into this section here, because they can be quite aggressive. They're aggressive. Good grief. Oh my word. All over the place, some of them. Trying my best to stay out of trouble. Up to 6, might get 5th. You know what, if I can overtake these 3 guys and just have a focus on first for a whole lap, that'd be good. That will be good. There we go. And he returns. Maybe not quite to form. Okay, so I've sort of got a bit lost in it tonight, but as always, even though Real Racing 3 allows this, I have a set of guidelines I try to follow. Obviously, if you saw the first race, that's not always the case. So, guideline number 1, don't cause damage to the car. Whoops. Guideline number 2, don't hit the car into other opponents. Whoops. Guideline number 3, don't go off track. Well, on the first race I hit the barrier many times. So again, whoops. And guideline number 4, no cheating, no taking shortcuts. Now again, it's allowed in the game, but I'm trying to do this fairly and squarely. Now there are exceptions to that. So for example, I don't consider it cheating on a speed record if I start well behind the start line. I also don't necessarily consider it cheating if on an elimination I go off track, because you don't score while you're off track in, oh sorry, not an elimination, in an endurance. So they are pretty much the exceptions, and hopefully the explanation justify why they are exceptions. And if they don't, fair enough. Right, look at this. We are in first place going into the second lap, halfway through the second lap. Let's bring this home. And we'll say goodbye to this car this evening. It won't be back tomorrow night because we won't be racing Real Racing 3. But it will be back on Thursday with the intention of taking this series to 75% and earning 30 gold, possibly to 100% and earning 40 gold as well, if all we've got left are the quick races. So don't know at this stage if that will be the case. We'll find out on Thursday. There we go. Whew. Not quite normal service is resumed, but we're not a million miles away from it now. All right. There we go. Car needs servicing. That's fine. As I said, it'll be back on Thursday. So we've been racing for only 23 minutes. We've got to race another 1 hour, 37 minutes. All with one car. The DUQEINE D08 LMP3. Now, in fairness, today I'll be taking this series hopefully to 50% and 75%. And they've done something a bit weird with this series, because that's 15 and 25. So it's not 20 and 30. It's 15 and 25. And 100% is 50 gold. It's like, okay, if you want to do it that way, that's fine. Now, the thing about this car is, because it's a motorsports car, the rewards are in M dollars. But it also means when it comes to servicing the car, I can do an instant service if I spend 29,500 M dollars. And as I'm not that bothered about M dollars, because my focus has been on road collection, I'll be doing that. Which is why I intend to be in a position of taking this series up to 75%. Now, as with the other series, I'm avoiding the quick races, but I'm doing all the other races. So, starting on tier 12, we have a speed record at Monza, and it's the Grand Prix circuit, even though it doesn't say it is. Now, fastest part of Monza is at the end of the straight. But you know what? If you start from well behind the start line, you can get a serious top speed. So I'm going to do that because I don't consider this cheating. I'm just starting from behind the start line. And it's allowed. There are no penalties. And you know that some of the copies of human opponents that you're racing again have had the same idea and done exactly the same. Let's go. 160, 170, 180. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Rule 1 and 3 broken. Or guideline. Oh, that's not good, is it? Now, did I actually get first? No. Well, that's a disaster. Don't think I'll be getting first now because I've probably smashed the car to bits. Well, it doesn't look like I've broken the windscreen. So there you go. There's an example of this guy surely having got to that speed by doing what I've done, and he beat me by point something of a mile per hour. It's the risk you take. And I could have probably got a bit faster there, but never mind. Now I'm all over the place. He could have got it this time. Aaron C. John enters the chat, says hello. Hello, Aaron C. John. Welcome along. Good to see you again. Thank you for watching and saying hello in the chat. And Mikhail Mistal says, good evening, sir. Good evening to you. Welcome along also. Good to see you again. And look, we have gone up a fame level. We've gone up a fame level. We've earned some gold. We're at 437 gold. More gold to be earned as well. We're close. We're close to fully upgrading the car and opening up another exclusive series. And when I say we're close, we're about 243 gold away. It's getting expensive. It's getting expensive. Massiage Gamer says, how are you? I'm good. I think I'm in a bit of a mood though, to be fair. We started off, the first race was Formula E, and that was it. I was in a foul mood after that, because you know how much I love Formula E. Well, I say Formula E. It was a Formula E track at Hong Kong. And I was rubbish at it. Absolutely rubbish. And as if it's not enough to do Formula E, the Cup is the dynamic circuit at the Porsche test track. And I think we all know my problem with the dynamic circuit. It's single lane and very hard to overtake on. And if that's not enough, we're doing it at night time. The hits, they just keep on coming. It's like I'm doing all my worst tracks in the game. Anyway, I think I've actually determined my 5 worst tracks in the game now. I think it's done. To be fair, I think the cars are done as well. I think the cars are there as well. So the worst cars, the worst tracks have been determined, and yeah, that'll be in a stream, a countdown in the stream, a week before the game ends. See, look at this, I'm only in 14th position. Now, I could do better by cheating and going off track, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm not in the mood to do that. So I've got to get my foot down and overtake about 4 cars, 5 cars per lap. Oh. Okay, so that's 3. Now, another problem with this track is it means being single lane, you're further behind first place. So it is harder to catch first place as a result. And look at that, I'm only 10. 2 laps to go, 9 cars to overtake. You're having a laugh. You are having a laugh. It's not exactly as if I'm a slouch around the courses or around the tracks. Oh. Obviously there's a bit of aggression coming out, so I'm not going to win this one either. I am not happy with Real Racing 3. As if most of us were not happy with them already. It's an evening of rubbish tracks. Look at this, I'm only 7. Oh. Well, we'll come back to that another time, I reckon. Blinking game. As I said, I don't like that track. Now you understand why. It's rubbish. I hate it. Please, let's not have a night where I'm just doing the worst tracks in this game. Seventh. Yeah, brilliant. Hey, there we go. Right, okay. So we can potentially complete tier 14, although on tonight's performance so far, that might not happen. So I'm going to start with elimination at the West Circuit at Suzuka. I can already see this is going to end badly. Okay. Into fifth, into fourth, into third, into second. Bit of damage to the car. Eric's here so he can repair it. In between races. Thank you, Eric. All you good for. Alright, there we go. Into first place. That's where we want to be. Might be one of those nights. In fact, to be fair, it might be one of those weeks. It's definitely hit home that the game is ending. All I've got left are very expensive cars to fully upgrade. The cheapest car, to be fair, is a little bit under 680 gold. But I'm trying to be slightly strategic about which cars I do. So because I haven't got 8 series to do or something silly like that, which means I can race for 2 hours, I'm making sure that I've got at least a motorsports car to do. The benefit of that is you can service the motorsports car with just $10. Now if I wasn't racing in a stream, I probably would just service the car normally and play adverts to reduce the servicing time. But that really doesn't work on a stream now, does it? So that's why I'm spending $29,500 M to service the car when it's run out of durability. But look at this, we are in first. we go. A little bit better there. A little bit better. $11,800. I think it's always 11,800 for a elimination event. $10 and $dollars. Might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it is. 50% reached. 15 gold earned. All right. Okay. Not going to grumble at that. So we're going to have a go at taking this series up to 75% and therefore get to the second reward this evening in this series, which is 25 gold and 50,000 $. So I'm not doing that one. Back to tier 14, we've got a cup race at Laguna Seca, and it is 5 laps, which is fine. 5 laps is fine to get first, normally. This car's a bit weird, though, in terms of acceleration and speed, so let's see how we get on. Oh, it is going to be one of those evenings. And normally I like to be in 14th by this corner coming up, and I'm only in 15th, but that's okay with 5 laps, so long as I can carry on pushing, we should be okay for the first position. Alright, that's not too bad. 8th place at the end of lap 1. 4 laps to go. 7 cars to overtake. Oh, there we go. We got one there. A little bit aggressive though. Some more damage for Eric to sort out after the race. Let's get our second one here. There we go. Into 5th position. Oh, and we're through. We are through. Alright, we're doing okay now. It's funny, you know, Laguna Seca, for me, when I first started playing this game, I wasn't a big fan of this track. Because it's another track where you don't have loads of overtaking opportunities. But overtaking opportunities do exist in certain areas, specifically the turns, if you approach the car you're behind at the right time as you go through those turns and corners. But what I found is, taking the assists off and really getting to understand the track layout and how to drive this track, gained a newfound respect for this track. So this, it's not my favourite track, but it's definitely gone up in my rankings. So this track won't be in my worst tracks, that's for sure, and it might be in my best. You'll have to wait and see. So I'm going to do also a top 10 best laps, as in, or best tracks, and a top 10 best cars. And I'm thinking of doing that on the penultimate day of racing, so not the last day. So in other words, if the game ends on the 20th, that means the 19th is the last day, so I'm thinking the 18th I'll go through my top 10 favourite cars in the game and my top 10 favourite track configurations. I'm hoping to do it in such a way whereby number 10, I'll be racing the number 10 car round the number 10 track. As you can imagine, that might not work every time, so it's taken a little bit of research, that one. But you never know, we might almost get to do it. But what we could do is say, because the one I'm struggling on is the number 1 spot. So maybe for number 1, we talk about them separately rather than together. So it'll be 2 races. A race with the track and a race with the car. Anyway, look at this. We are in first place at the end of lap 1. Time flies by while I'm talking rubbish. There we go, first place. Might need to service the car now, but that's fine. We got time, it's okay. We're only 44 minutes into the stream. Got shaky hands. How annoyed I am by that first race. There we go. Service the car. It was free, but it wasn't instant. But we can make it instant. Tier 14 completed. On to Tier 16. We can do all the races in Tier 16. Oh, and we've got a cup race at Sebring International Raceway. The Grand Prix circuit. That'll be exciting. There we go. Instant servicing will cost me $29,500. There we go. We're good to race. So it's a speed record around Daytona International Speedway. I'm going to do what I always do, which is start way behind the start line, because the fastest part of the track is at the end of this curved straight in the opposite direction to which I'm going now. Okay, let's see how we get on. $170, $180, $190. Oh, there we go. First place, 199, 200 miles per hour. Probably didn't need to do what I did. It looked like I got first just before I crossed the start line. It's always good to be absolutely certain of that victory. Nothing more embarrassing than coming second. Well, actually there is. Coming third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, or even 22nd. They are probably more embarrassing positions, but you know what I mean. Right, so to be fair, a little bit of form is returning under this car, just as well as we've got another hour's worth of racing with it. Here we go. First place. Boom. That's what I like to see. All right. Okay, so next up, head to head at the Spa-Francorchamps. Okay. Let's see how we get on. Now, normally I like to go around the outside in a normal race, but there's two of us, so I'm going to sneak down the inside, be a bit more aggressive, and there's only one more car on track. All right, there we go. Look at this. We're flying into the lead. 100 yards ahead. We're not getting caught. There we go. Oh. Perfect. There we go. First place. We've got the Cup race, Grand Prix circuit at Sebring International Raceway. 4 laps. That might be a bit of an ask. I do like this track. Oh, it's a night as well. But this track is not forgiving. You do need to know where to brake and when to turn and when to slow down. And 4 laps. Might be a lot to ask, we'll see. Yeah, and they're quite aggressive as well. I'm just trying to stay out of the way. There you go, into 11. Yeah, I'm struggling to see. Okay, 10. Oh, 9, 8. Whoops-a-daisy. Caused some damage there. I've knocked out one of my lights. That's not going to help in the dark. Okay, 8th place. 3 laps to go. 7 cars to overtake. Let's see what we can do. That'll work, that'll work. That's 2. Whoop, off track. Did you see that? I used the car in front as brakes. More damage to the car. Unforgiving track this is. In the dark, I literally can't see anything because unfortunately I'm just seeing my reflection. Fortunately for you lot, you can't see my reflection. And the camera's on small, so don't complain now. Alright, we're in 5th. That's not brilliant. I don't think I'm going to win this. There's been some tough races. There's been some tough races. Oh, that was lucky. Back into 5th. Can't even see 4th. Here we go. More painful driving this evening. Oh, what am I doing? To be fair, what I'm doing is trying to push too hard and forgetting where to brake. As I said, it's an unforgiving track. And I do now think I've got just too much damage. Stay. One of those evenings, I'm afraid. One of those evenings. Just got to work through it. No, not happening. Looks like 5th is the best I can do. Too much damage on the car. Oh, and I've braked too late here. Well, almost stayed on track. Shame. Shame. I did think this might be hard to win in 4. I think I can do it. Say, for example, I'm racing against computer opponents, but it's obviously a little bit harder racing against copies of human opponents, and that just proved to be the case just there. So only 5th. We're having a few defeats this evening. A few defeats. This might also mean the car needing servicing. There you go. So I'm just going to move on and go down the tiers, and let's just see what we can do, and then we'll go back and see how we get on with the remaining long races that are left, or cups that are left. So 56%, tier 17, we can do elimination, instant servicing again. Fortunately, we've earned more than we've spent up to this point. There we go. Twice the amount, just about. Well, just over. Let's go. Daytona. Do you know what? It's Daytona International Speedway. Another one of my least favourite tracks. Wouldn't be in my top 5 worst tracks. Which just goes to tell you how bad the top 5 worst tracks are. I thought about doing the top 5 worst cars with the top 5 worst tracks, and that just ain't happening. That's like abuse. Abuse of the live stream house. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, so we're in 2nd place. I don't think that's too bad. If we can, there we go. Slipstream into 1st maybe? Look at this. Oh, there we go. Okay, guaranteed a podium. Yeah, so this has now almost turned into doing a limited series and effectively having free servicing for a period of time. So you can see my strategy here in terms of the fact when I've not got many races to do, how do I keep a 2-hour stream interesting and not make it a 10-minute stream? I mean, I might have to do that going forward, we'll see. Well, one way to do it is to use the motorsports car that give the opportunity of free servicing, or rather free servicing and then instant servicing with the $M spent. All right, so next up, it's a cup. It's the Bridgestone circuit at Silverstone. The Bridge Grand Prix circuit at Silverstone. And it's 5 laps. See how we get on. It's in the daytime. Hooray! And we're through again. We're through into 13. Into 12, almost. There you go. To 11, into 10, into 9. Eight. Little punch there, just a little touch into 7. Right, so that will be 4 laps to go, 6 cars to overtake. Okay. Possibility of getting first, let's say. 1 lap done. One car overtaken. 2 cars overtaken. Three cars overtaken. There we go. We are into third. We might be in first place before the end of lap 2. Alright, on to lap 3. 3 laps to go, 2 cars overtake. There we go. Into second. Into second. Oops, a little bit of a skid there. Right on the tail of first. 2 laps to go. Just first place needed to be overtaken. Going at the same spot, there we go. Seems to be a good spot to do an overtake just there. Now the car might need servicing again, but at least I've got first this time. Push, there we go. 200 yards ahead of second. I think we're doing okay now. I think we're good. I think we're good. Oh. Just some bad tracks I've had to race on this evening, I think, and not a great number of laps, which if you've seen some of my limited edition series, you'll have heard me say that before, but I actually think the banana skins in those events come early on when you've got a hard track that has very few overtaking opportunities, and you've got 2 laps to try and get into first from 16th, or even worse, 22nd. Anyway, we're on the final lap. We are first by 350 yards. All right, there we go. And we've been racing now 1 hour 10 minutes. We'll carry on with this car, hoping to get to 75%. So we might not have time to do an endless endurance because we don't have infinity left. So that might go into Thursday's stream. Oh, we've got some durability left as well. Fantastic. I'll take that. I'm a bit hot and bothered. I've had to put my zip down. 60%. Tier 17 completed. Tier 18, 2 races to do. Speed record and then the cup. Do you know what? We are low though, so maybe we'll do the cup first. 5 laps around Mount Panorama. These 5 laps can be touch and go though. 4 would definitely be touch and go. I think mainly because this car is it just lacks that oomph. Even though you saw I could get the car up to 200 miles per hour in a long straight, it takes a while. And that's it, that's all it's got, 200 miles per hour. See, now it's struggling. Oh, blinking out. 9th, 8th, there we go. Yeah, I think this car just lacks a powerful engine. I might be able to get all 3 of those if I went on the inside. It was a bit messy with the 3rd overtake, but there we go, into 5th. They're my kind of odds. And you'll see why at the end of this lap. because at the end of this lap, lap 1, we are in 5th place. 4 cars to overtake, 4 laps to do it in. 1 car per lap, and we've got one here. There we go. So I ummed and ahed about this, and you saw I had to get my elbow out at the beginning of the race, push on through. But now I think it's looking good for the win. Yeah, we're looking good, I think. This car does struggle up this hill. Alright, we are into 2nd place. Lap into 1st. All right, so we're looking good again. We're looking good. All right. First by almost 100 yards. 2 more laps to go after this. Oh, my acceleration's fell. Oh dear. Greasy fingers have taken over. An ultimate lap. There we go. That is final lap. We are in first. 100 yards ahead. Let's bring this home. You person in the chat, we'll take a look at that once we finish this race. Oh, there we go. Wonderfully through that little chicane. Okay, let's bring this home. We'll need to service the car after the race, but that's fine. We can spend some M dollars to service it instantly, not a problem. But we'll probably earn another 50,000 M dollars, whoopsie-daisy, from this race. So I think that will take us over 200,000 M dollars in terms of earnings for today. And that would be very close to what used to be the old cap. The old daily cap. So there we go, 55,700 takes us up to 239,000, which used to be close to the 250,000 daily cap, but not now. We've got 1 million that we can earn in a day. So we've got somebody called Cube No Copyright Sounds enters the chat. I believe they say hello from Colombia. Welcome along. Thank you for watching and saying hello in the chat. What are we going to do? So we're going to service the car and then we'll carry on racing. I think we had an elimination to do at this tier, so let's take a look. No, speed record. So 62%. We've got a speed record at the Nürburgring Grand Prix circuit. So instant servicing, 29,500 $. Not too bothered because I'm not using it really to spend anyway. Let's race. Okay, so it's the Grand Prix circuit. Fastest part of the track is towards the end of the lap. Oh. And we've got acceleration problems. Let's try again. There we go. Oh, come on, guys. Yeah, I've got problems. We've got greasy finger problems. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Perfect. First place. Great in time for that little chicane there, no problem whatsoever. First place. Boom. Yeah, so hopefully, if we've timed this right, we'll get to 75% and then we'll have time for a bonus race. Fingers crossed. But no problem if we don't. Okay, on to tier 19 because we're not doing the quick races at this moment in time. And it's a cup race at the Grand Prix circuit at Suzuka. It's 6 laps. We're getting serious now. We're getting serious. Oh no. Not to worry. Might have that a few times. We'll just adapt and overcome it. Okay, we're up into 10th. That's not brilliant, but it's not rubbish either. So we get on. There we go. There we go. There we go. Round again. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. 9th place. We're doing okay. We're not doing brilliantly, but we're doing okay. Oh. Oh. Okay, so 8th at the end of lap 1. 5 laps remaining, 7 cars to overtake. In fairness, I don't think that's too bad. There we go, that's 1 car. Careful now. If I can get at least 2 cars on the next couple of laps, we'll be okay. There we go, into 6. You can see all the cars in front as well, so it's not like any of them have shot into the distance. So we just carry on pushing. Right, into 5th. Might get 4th, might not. Okay, we have got 4th now. There we go. Round into 3rd. A bit aggressive there. Clean in terms of against the car, but a little bit of sliding after the overtake was done. So we got 2 cars to overtake and the best part of 4 laps left. So I think that is good positioning. Can't see me not winning from here. Let's see if we can. I've just understood what it says in front. It says about to be overtaken. Appropriate name. There we go. Whoops a daisy. Into second. We've actually got 3 laps, including this one, still to go, and we are right on the tail of first. All right, into first. Flew by. Back into second. I don't trust what he's going to do. Okay, there we go. Back into first. All right. First place, 2 laps to go. We are looking good for the win. You know what, we've still got a bit of work to do if we're taking this car to, or this car's exclusive series to 75%. So as grippy as this car is, I do find I can lose it sometimes. Nevertheless, first place, 200 yards ahead, final lap. Appropriate. The final lap. Maybe not of the stream though. Yards ahead, 300 yards ahead. don't see me losing from here, but you never know. It's been known. And look how good the graphics are in this game. What a waste. What a waste. Right, there we go. First place. 1 hour, 32 minutes. Gone. 1 hour, 33 minutes. It's got 27 minutes to go. 66,850 dollars earned in that race alone. Thank goodness the daily allowance is now $1 million. Why didn't they do that years ago? It's like I'm a broken record. Service the car. On to tier 20. I'm not doing the quick races this evening, and we've got 2 to do. Elimination and then a cup. So instant servicing again. Fortunately, we are well up in terms of earnings. So I don't mind spending $M to instantly service the car. Would never spend gold, but $M is fine. Okay, into 4. Oh, it's the really short track at Catalonia. Well, this will be fun. This will be fun. Oops. There we go. Oh, maybe not. Back in second. Try again. Try again. He's really flying as well. There we go. Got him that time. Let's just hope the acceleration doesn't fail due to my greasy fingers. They're actually not that greasy, but you know. Alright, there we go. Just 2 left in the race. First by over 100 yards. It should mean victory. And there we go. First place. Well, I've not looked at my percentages overall, so let's have a look at what's going on there. Let's have a look. 67%. Right, what have we got to do? Let's go back and have a look at the stuff that we need to do again. speed record at Monza. Let's do that again. Let's do that again. I'm going to try and do it again by, see that 194.9 as well. So I do need to make sure I get this right. So I'm going to start way behind the start line. Fastest part of the track is at the end of this straight, obviously in the opposite way to which I'm going at this moment. Want to give myself a good run up for this speed record, because I feel I might need all the pace, to be fair. Oh no, you see, oh, blinking out. So my acceleration has failed again. Yep, it's failed. Let's try again. Maybe I need to start wearing white gloves when I'm playing this game. You see, it's gone again. It's a disaster. And again. Oh, it's a disaster. Why? Why, Apple? Why? Things like that mess you up. Come on. Oh, I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Blinking heck. It's not fair. It's not fair where your tools let you down. Look, I mean, look at the difference. Look at the difference between first and second. 194 to 188. And I bet you it's just not disappearing, is it? Disappear. Disappear. Bloody game. I know I can beat that. I know I can beat that. But again, with the bloody car doing what it's doing. Oh, it's not going. This isn't good, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to do it, am I? I'm not going to do it. How am I going to get to 194? When my acceleration is playing up, this is really going to start pissing me off. I need to be at 190 miles per hour as I cross the start line. Not happening. Not happening. Yes. Sometimes how you achieving this game is shocking. It's terrible. As I said, I knew the only way that guy got that speed is by doing exactly what I've done there. No other way. But I did get there. And this, to be fair, this is the bit I really hate about the game. It's like when you're online, you're competing effectively against other human opponents that, let's be honest, are doing what I'm doing and claiming I'm not cheating. Anyway, we got there. Got a bit of a bitter taste in my mouth with that first place, but we did get there. Need to turn my camera back on. It's not following me around, so I'll do that after the race. All right, there we go. Daidu Lasank. Somebody in the chat has asked, can you go in the car? If you mean the cockpit view, I don't normally like doing it because I don't think you get the peripheral vision that you normally get in a cockpit in real life. But if you like, what I'll do is I will switch the cockpit view as I'm doing the next race. Not for the whole race, just for a bit. Normally when I'm well ahead. So next up, I've got a cup race. It's at the Hockenheim Ring circuit. It's the Grand Prix circuit, 7 laps. So once I'm ahead, we'll have a go at looking in the cockpit view. Or if I'm on a long straight. In fact, I'll tell you what, let's put it on now. See what I mean? Just look at that view. That's not what you would have in... if you were in the cockpit. You'd be able to look around a lot more. I actually find that quite restrictive. And what I mean by that is, for example, and you do find it on the bigger hypercars. I mean, fortunately on this one you can at least see the mirror, but you can't see the wing mirrors. Whoops-a-daisy. So I actually think that's quite a restrictive view. It's all car, and I don't think that is what it would be like in real life. Oh dear. A lot of people actually prefer this view. A lot of people say this is more representative of the cockpit view. I don't necessarily disagree with them. As you can see, I just can't get on with any of those views anymore. But I'll tell you what was interesting. When I first started playing this game, I only used the cockpit view. Look at the state of my car. The back end's falling off it. Now then, now that we've done that, let's see if we can win. Let's see if we can win. I think I can. I'm in 10th already. Tenth place, 9 cars to overtake. Effectively 5 laps to do. 5 laps to do it in. The person who asked says thank you very much. No problem at all. No problem at all. I'm not doing very well on this track at the moment, so I need to really up my game. To be fair though, all the cars are just in front. Oh, I've completely lost my way now. Now this car might be damaged beyond repair, to be fair. Let's see what we can do. 5 laps to go. 14 cars to... Yeah, I'm struggling now. struggling. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. No harm having a bit of fun, attempting to win. Let's give it a go. Okay, so we've got to overtake quite a number of cars here. Let's see what we can do. I've lost it again, haven't I? I am doing absolutely rubbish. Look at the state of the car. Look how banged up it is at the back. No, I'm not making any progress at all, am I? I may do what I don't normally do, which is quit. Oh, just get out of my way. Yeah, I'm not, as I say, I'm not a fan of the cockpit view. I don't think it's, oh, no, I've lost it. Quit. Starting over again. Starting over again, doing it properly. Oh, I've got to service the car as well. Whatever. Whatever. Let's try that again. Not been on the best racecraft-wise on this stream. Definitely got a bee in my bonnet about something, that's for sure. Unfortunately, I might have brought it into the stream, so apologies for that. Right, let's try again. Let's try again. Doing it this way. You can see where I'm going. You can see where I'm racing. Hey, I'm still only in 14. This car definitely isn't suited to this track. To be fair, neither am I. Let's try, come on. Push. There we go, into 11. Into 10. That's better. Into 9. That's more like it. 8th place. Up into 7th. Right, okay, this is more like it. So, 6 laps to go. 6 cars to overtake. And we didn't go off at that corner. In fairness, that corner that we've just gone by, I can never figure out where to brake. In terms of braking points or braking zones, that corner, or the straight leading to it, is it's so different per car, more than so many other corners, probably because it's almost a 180 reverse, which again, I don't mind it because it's just the one, but this is again the biggest gripe I have with the Formula E cars, the Formula E tracks. They have so many of them. Okay, there we go. We are in 5th place. And we're on target to win. Sometimes, if you've got a lost cause, you might as well just give it another go. Look at this, I'm in 3rd place now. Doing so much better. Yeah, that corner is definitely the hardest part of the track in my opinion. Just in terms of where to brake, so you're not flying off. And I don't just struggle with this car, I struggle pretty much with every single car on that particular corner. But here we go, we are in 3rd place, and we're looking good. We're about to take 2nd, I think. There we go. All right. So we've got 4 laps to go, and only 1 car to overtake. So much better. Maybe what I'll do is, now that I'm in the lead, let's do another cockpit view. I'll finish this lap, I'll finish the 5th lap, and then we'll do the 6th lap cockpit view. Just for, you know, just for a laugh, because it's always so funny seeing me crash. I mean, look at that, I almost did it there. And then at least I have got another lap to recover if I have a right mess up. Okay, so end of lap 4, we are in 1st place by about 100 yards. So let's do the next lap as is, and then the lap after that, cockpit view, because it'd be funny as I go all over the place. Well, hopefully with there being no cars on the road, I won't have to worry too much about smashing into everybody. Right, I think I figured out the braking point. It's that Mablethorpe sign. Alright, 200 yards ahead of 2nd. There you go. A little bit off there. Still in 1st place. You see there, though, 2nd is catching. I'm just not as good on cockpit. Discovered a completely new racing line there. Whoa, with 50 yards. He's catching me up. Okay, there we go, one lap. Back to my preferred view. Back in front, one lap to go. Ayaka asks, do I like this car? I don't dislike it. I just find it's missing. It's a little bit cumbersome. It's got good brakes. It's got good grip in most circumstances. I feel like it lacks acceleration and a decent top speed. But generally speaking, it is well balanced. I do find sometimes the LMPs just feel a little bit cumbersome to drive. Oh heck. It hasn't, look, it hasn't got the get out of trouble there, you see. I'm in second place now. Yeah, so I don't feel I could get out of trouble with this car. Specifically the acceleration's poor. So that would stop me loving it, but I don't dislike it. Hope that answers your question. Appreciate it's not a straight answer, that one. Well, there we go. We did eventually get first, and that was a 10-minute race. Blimey, we're coming up to the 2-hour mark. I didn't realise. And we've not quite got to 75%. But I feel like I have to get to 75% today. So, we're going to service the car. And we'll do some quick races just to get to that 75%. For that, we're at 70%. So, starting with speed snap, let's service the car instantly. Let's get this series at least to 75%, and then we'll call it a day there. And we won't do the surprise race. We'll save that for Thursday. We'll save that for Thursday. Let's get this to 75%. Now here's a cracking example. 162 miles per hour. This is a big ask with this car's acceleration. There we go. 164. 165. Bang on. There we go. So we did get a win there. Now, I'm not going to take this series to 100% today, but I will take it to 75%. But 452 gold. That's not bad, you know. That's not bad at all. So, Tier 2 Autocross at the Bridge Grand Prix circuit at Silverstone. What I will be doing next week is the Ferrari 499p. So I am intrigued how that compares, because I am expecting it to be so much better than this car. I literally crossed the finish line sideways and still got first place. What a difference, though, being able to earn 400,000 M dollars in a day makes. That's the first time I've done this. As I said, I haven't been focusing on motorsports. I have been focusing on road collection. Right, okay, 74%. Final race, fingers crossed, of this evening. Speed Snap at the West Circuit at Lime Rock Park. And then we'll round up the stream. Or wind up the stream, sorry. Oh, we might be here sometime. Only 5th place there. Right, we're gonna have to do that again. Retry. 113 miles per hour I've got to do now. I think I got 112, so. There we go, 114 miles per hour, first place. That should mean 75%. And the end of the stream for this evening. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. There we go. $25 gold. Not a bad haul, not as good as yesterday, and definitely not as good as previous weeks, but that's about as good as it gets nowadays. Right, I've managed to calm down a little bit so I can put this back up. It's getting a little bit hot under the collar there. 75%. So both of these exclusive series will be back in Thursday's stream. The Lamborghini Centenario LP770-4 will at least take to 75%, and you never know, we might be able to take to 100% in the same stream. And the DUQEINE D08 LMP3 will take to 100%. And if we're lucky, we might be able to race the Ferrari 499P. Now, ironically, its best features are top speed and acceleration. But if you look at the grip there, 2.1, it's actually better than the DUQEINE. So I think I'm going to get on with that car. Okay, the Ferrari, that is. Right, okay. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is just quickly show you tomorrow's stream. We're going to start looking at alternative games to Real Racing 3. So tomorrow's stream will focus on Assoluto Racing and Car X Street. Be interested how we get on. We'll have a look and find out. That's tomorrow's stream. Okay, right, let's have a look at percentages. Road collection still at 94%, exclusive at 88%. As I said, it's a bit of a slog now. It's not, the numbers aren't going up quite as easily as they were a couple of weeks ago. Not to worry, not to worry. Okay, game off screen, mute the audio. Where's my camera gone? There I am. Woo! Right, that was a bit of a graft, to be fair. It did remind me very much of some of the limited series that we had to do with some of the longer races, but we got there. We got there in the end. It was a bit of a graft though. If you did enjoy me grafting away and having a bit of a mood, then please give the video a thumbs up or a like. And if you didn't like it, I apologize now. Never mind. I'll be in a better frame tomorrow and on Thursday. If you'd like to see more of this type of content, then please subscribe to the channel The Fifth Guardian on YouTube or follow the channel The Fifth Guardian on Rumble. That being said, I will be back tomorrow night. And technically speaking, the series player of games actually means player of games because we'll be playing different games. It's only taken 18 months to get there. So yes, we will be back tomorrow night, not doing Real Racing 3, but racing in two alternative mobile racing games. Hopefully, you'll be able to join me. So all that remains for me to say is whatever is left of your day, I hope it's a good one. And I hope to see you all tomorrow. So until then, thank you and goodbye.